I don't think the bow slammed down and bent into itself like a piece of rubber like the 2012 Cameron theory. I think they came in from a much lower elevation, after following a zigzag pattern after separating from the stern roughly 2/3 of the way down. The bow comes in at an angle, as if drifting in like a car. The bow's back still straight. The bow comes in at an angle, catching the mud. The bow pushes forward, digging its tip deep into the mud, suddenly stopping the ship. The back end of the bow still wanting to move forward due to its momentum. The bow's back breaks at the well deck area, pushing forward slightly more. It forces the bow from the well deck to the tip of the bow down more into the mud to where we see it angled today. As this happens, it pushes out the starboard side, creating the big opening, which is what can be seen at the wreck, as well as more of the bottom hull is exposed on the starboard side, as well as crumpling in the port side at the well deck, which is also seen at the wreck, as well as less of the lower side of the hull being visible due to mud coverage. The bow, finally losing momentum, comes atop, collapsing down the broken edge of decks down slightly before downblast comes in and crushes them down more. All this evidence can be seen at the wreck. 1. Bow pushed down as if forced forward and down. 2. The top decks are pulled apart and the lower hull is pushed together. 3. The aft decks are all crushed and pushed down. As for proving the bow coming in at an angle like a drifting car. 1. The back broken end is pushing in and pushed out towards the port side. 2. The port side well deck is slightly shorter than the starboard. 3. As you look at the 2012 mosaics, you can tell the bow is slanted or tilted towards port, as you can see onto the deck from the port side, but not the starboard.